What's up, good people? It's the Truth Is Podcast. And we're going to talk about the youth dating scene, part 2. Part 1 was a little wild. We're going to set this episode off with Kay. So Kay, this is the first. Kay was giving us an example of when a guy in today's dating scene really likes you and you are not interested, but he still want to spend his money. Kay, talk to the people.
Okay, hey guys, it's Kay. It's your girl Kay. I'm back, baby. So, the term that you want to say is simp. That's what we call them. And let me make this very clear, okay? Simp is not just a gentleman. We love gentlemen. Please open the door for me, okay? Please grab the bill when it comes. However...
And pass it back to you.
No, pass it back. Don't pass it back. You're gonna be treated well in other ways, not just the bill. You know, you pay the bill, and then when we go home, I'll wash your clothes. You know, I'll make sure you're taken care of. I'll pack your lunch for work. You know, it's a return. You do for me, I do for you. Okay?
Right.
That's not simp. Simp is when I tell you I don't want to be with you. I do not find you attractive. I don't like you. I'm dating someone else. I'm not in the dating scene. No. And you are still like, I don't even care if you say no. I'm going to still give you whatever you want. So, I mean, I guess I am a little hungry. You can. My address is, please send the Uber Eats.
So my question is, why do you have simp numbers saved?
It wasn't intentional. I don't pick them out and say, okay, you're a simp, I'm gonna keep you. They don't last long. They usually figure out that they're not gonna get anything and then they leave. It's a very short temporary time. We don't keep them around for long. We don't like it.
But you treat them like an EBT card.
For like a week. My friends gotta eat. We all eat good, you know? And then we move on.
Wow.
So simps do play a role.
We don't like them.
With providing.
I don't eat from people I don't like. I don't take gifts from people I don't like. It will still send a message. It will make me linger.
Yeah, it will. And you don't like it, and then you move on, and then you don't keep them. Those feelings happen. That's why they're not here anymore.
You're justifying the simp. I wouldn't. If you don't like them, you don't want to be bothered.
You're a different generation.
Yeah.
No, it's still.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen all the time.
It's still taking.
It's not we don't like doing it. It's not like a thing that I'm happy about. It's happened.
Your stomach hurt after the food?
No, I was happy after the food.
So,
I was satisfied after the food.
It was something you was
belly full.
Right. I went to sleep happy. But I wouldn't text him again in the morning. I wouldn't keep doing it. It was like, I'm going to use this to my advantage for right now. And then at some point, I'm going to block you because now you're doing too much. Because every time I allow you to feed me, you think you have a chance. There's like false hope. And I'm tired of you calling my phone and being annoying.
But now you also gave him your address.
Right.
Because you told him to send the Uber Eats.
Right. Yeah.
So now he's entitled to anything after you block the number.
Yeah, in a literal sense. In a literal sense.
But it didn't happen.
Literal.
So, I'm still gangster. You come to my house all you want.
Oh my goodness, stop all that.
We can still go there.
So we were talking a little bit behind the scenes, and I was saying that it seems like this generation ladies like a guy that treats them bad.
It's not bad. It's just go ahead.
A little action.
Well, no,
it's a little chase. It's a little chase.
No, I have. My tolerance is not as good for guys who don't treat me well, so that ends pretty quickly for the most part. So I'm not the person to ask because I'm like, I expect a certain thing, and if you're not going to treat me like that, then we have nothing to talk about.
Gotcha.
That's where I'm at.
I think between the four of us, I think our versions of courtship is really different when it comes to approach with dating. Like for me, I like to be like friends with whoever I'm talking to first. Like we gotta be able to talk and kick it like friends. And my love language, if we want to talk about that, is quality time. I want to hang out with you. I want to kick with you. I want to talk to you, whatever the case may be. I don't need you to like wine and dine me and buy me nice things and all this action. I don't find value in that.
Oh my God.
I do find it. I do
No, that's
find
what
value in that.
Sonia,
That's my daughter.
you, that's your daughter, and daggone Diamond, you're
That's your mother.
your mother.
Shiny.
Well, it's different because she's a little more high maintenance than me. Cause like I find value. It's not a comfort. It's not. I'm just saying you're more high maintenance than me. I value those things. I don't need those things per se, but I value them. Like if you're making this grand effort to pursue me, absolutely, I'm going to give you a chance. That don't mean we're gonna make it.
I'm not gonna tell you no.
But I want to see that there's effort put in. I want to know that you value me, which is why I don't really subscribe to the whole Tinder, Hinge, Bumble of it all, because I don't like the whole when I'm getting some cheeks. I don't like that. But that's me.
But some women like men to be forward like that.
Yes.
You
Nicole.
hid from the question over here, Kay.
Can you repeat it, please? Can you use it in a
It
sentence?
says
Definition.
origin, Latin.
Noun, verb.
Why does it seem like, to me, your generation likes it when the guy treats you bad?
Let's change the verbiage. Not treat you bad,
Okay.
but doesn't give you the attention or doesn't necessarily, do the gentleman things.
Yeah.
Right?
We want the guys we can't have.
So this is I'm gonna tell you the logic I think behind it, right? So I know you're like that with everybody. You're not gonna buy nice things or you're not gonna tell me I'm pretty, but I'm gonna try to change you.
Yeah.
And once I change you, and once now you become, you tell me I'm pretty and you open the door for me, I've now earned it, and no one else can take that away from me. That's why.
I agree with
But
that.
they
I think
never
that's
get
I
changed.
think that's
But they never get changed.
They
It
never
doesn't work.
change.
The logic doesn't work.
Yeah,
It
doesn't
does not work.
I think
It's not
I
right.
think that's a
It's
thing.
wrong.
I think it's a thing
Before
of
you-
like we
Before
want-
you come, I know, I see it coming.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's not right. It doesn't happen, but it's the logic, it's the thought process.
I think it's the thing of like I want a tailor-made man for me, and I can make you that, but it never happens that
This
way.
stuff sound familiar to you guys?
Or I can prove.
No, I just want to talk to the podcast. Nina, does this sound familiar?
I need you to shut
I
up.
need, what I need is affirmation.
I'm not speaking for myself.
That's my love language, Lex. Tell me I'm right. That you want to set me up? You were right, Pop. Oh, shoot. I got nothing else to say.
It's like oh, I don't.
He's one and only for me. Let me give you a perfect example.
It's like a Build-A-Bear.
Exactly.
It's kinda like you wanna
I
build
built it, and and no one else can get what I
Build-A-Man.
get.
Exactly.
No
That's
one
what
else
it
could
is.
get what I get. You only say nice things to me. You only love me. You only open the door for me.
And you got him to do that.
And I did that.
It's like females like also like when they say why did you stay around so long? It's like females are constantly trying to prove themselves for why you should act right, why you should treat me like this, why you should treat me like that, why I should be the only girl in the world. I'm giving you, even in the dating stage, if we're not even dating, and I'm giving you a lot of girlfriend energy, it's like, oh, I'm doing this for you, I'm washing your clothes, I'm feeding you, I'm very much so being your wife without being your wife, in hopes and efforts that you turn around and realize my worth.
Yep.
And you treat me how I want you to treat me.
That's
That's
That's the
it.
thing.
Sorry,
That's
you're
the
making
thing.
a
And it's not
recipe.
in just their
For
generation.
disaster.
But you're making a recipe
That's
for
a
a guy
woman.
to pretend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's
absolutely.
A woman. That's a woman.
And we
Right,
get caught
of
up in it,
course.
and
That's
it's a
their
repeating cycle.
generation.
And not me. Oh my goodness, someone said me. No. And guys are banking on that.
Yeah.
They're banking on you.
Of course.
But you know
Thinking
what?
you
But
can
know
change
what,
them.
Poppy? You're right. Like,
Oh, I'm quiet.
right. No, he's right. But the thing about it is that that's the evolution of changing, getting in different relationships. You know that that didn't work, but that doesn't stop a woman from being a woman and
Right.
being that way. There will be someone out there that will appreciate it,
Right.
and and then you have a good relationship. But that's
But it's just
some
not
men is gonna.
as gratifying. It doesn't feel as good when
You didn't change him.
I think
He can't come change.
He didn't choose
can't
me.
come built like
He
that.
didn't choose me. He didn't choose me.
He didn't choose me. That's a good. He's gonna
didn't
be
choo-
nice to everybody, but he found me and he changed.
I'm his number
for
one.
I
me.
think
I'm his bottom.
I did
You know,
that.
you feel me?
I think there's a
No, that used to be like back in the days. If you brought your girlfriend home to meet your mother.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
That meant something.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
But now
The mamas be
mother-
lying
the
too.
mother-
Be like, oh, you the
Yes.
first girl he brought home.
The
And
mamas be lying too.
Yeah,
It was a couple before me.
But
right.
I
That
think-
used to be the thing back in the.
I think there comes a point.
Everybody her son.
There came a point for me personally where I had a conversation with my best friend where I was like, you know, the next time I date somebody seriously, I don't want to fix them. I want them. I
To
want
come fixed.
not
Do
come,
it, Lord.
Not come fixed. Come with
Won't
your
you do
imperfect
it?
self,
Right.
but you can still value me for who I am, and I can see your imperfect self
Right.
and value you for who you
Or
are.
decide that you don't want that.
Right.
And I don't have to fix it. I'm just gonna accept your flaws and
work with it.
work with it, and that's it. Because I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. I accept it for what it is, and we move on.
Yeah.
But this whole fixing,
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah. I spent 5 years trying to fix somebody.
4.
3, 2, 1.
So I have a question.
Never.
So
He likes that. I
That's
don't fix
me.
it. If
So-
you broke, I'm throwing you out.
that's the question. So when they date you, well, back when in my dating years in high school, you had to have like a 5 Series BMW for certain women to be like, he's popping. What is the prerequisite now? Because y'all all have different tastes. What is the prerequisite to go on a date with the 4 of you?
I think, again, it speaks to this generation, and men know the type of woman that they're trying to go after. You can see it. Oh, absolutely.
According to what you said,
On
they
so-
only looking after one thing. They only going after one thing.
Exactly.
But
So,
they
for
can tell it
example,
apart. They can-
exactly.
They can tell. They know who they're gonna get it easy from, and they know who they might have to work. a
They
little
got
bit
high
with.
hopes for certain type of females that they know they're not going
But
to
listen to the question. Okay, so if somebody wanted to date Lex, okay, what is the prerequisite? If he said, hey, I got a regular job and I want to take you to Red Lobster, and we don't need the audience. I'm asking Lex.
So-
she may say, okay, I'm cool if that's what he can afford, or she'd be like, no, you got to take me to STKs. Like, what is it?
I like
So
STK.
a friend of mine actually, she do.
I love STK.
A friend of mine, a male friend of mine, actually pointed this out to me recently, because a guy was interested, and he said, "Bro, just be her friend first." And he's right. I don't like guys spitting game. Like I said, I'm very unamused. I'm very unimpressed. I'm very you can't get next to me type of energy. Don't talk to me type of energy. But if you're my friend first, or even
Those walls come down.
even if you do like me and you just lingering around and you just playing it cool, playing your role or whatever the case may be is, and then we start talking after, and I'm like, oh, you kind of cute. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You go to Red Lobster.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Cheesecake Factory.
What's the prerequisite for a guy to date you?
There's no prerequisites for me. Like, the fact that you even have the idea, like, oh, I want to take you out, and that whole effort of wanting to take me out. All right, let me see what you're into, what you want, because maybe you like seafood. So it could start off at Red Lobster, and then the next day you showing me different seafood spots and showing me how Red Lobster was so trash. So like, it could have, it doesn't matter. Just the whole idea. I guess my prerequisite would be like your idea. What's your intention? Because it don't matter where you take me out. How you gonna start here and then go down? Because what's better
Because
than
you can have
STK?
STK money
And
now and have
we could go
McDonald's
in that
money
Red Lobster.
tomorrow.
We could order all the appetizers, try all the different entrees, everything, and you spent as much as you was gonna do for one meal at STK.
And we having a grand old time.
Can I chime?
Sure.
I think for me, the prerequisite is that I don't like Red Lobster before you ask me to go to Red Lobster. That's my prerequisite.
Know me.
Let's talk. No, you're not gonna know me from like a couple of conversations, but know me well enough to know, oh, I'm gonna take her here because I know she'll appreciate that. Or we don't gotta go out. She'll like a picnic. Like get to know
Court
my
you.
mind.
Yeah, court you.
That's my prerequisite.
Okay.
STKs all the way.
Not even.
Yeah, I don't think. You want to speak for me, friend? You wanna say?
Yeah. Okay, like she said earlier in the episode, Kaylin is very emotional. She likes people to be sensual. So if you're just emotionally available to her, you have her interest.
You won me over.
Yeah.
Counseling, Kay. Great counselors. That take all your emotions. You're talking. Why do you have to say all this crazy stuff?
I really don't care where.
Gotta know me not to take me to Red Lobster. Just take me anywhere. We can hang out the sewer.
Exactly. Tell me I'm
Oh my
pretty.
God.
And
Lucky.
all that.
Guys are lucky
Because the
that
last
they're no.
And you're right. And they don't appreciate that.
Right.
You're right.
Sit back. You're right. Sit
Just
back.
want me to be quiet.
Yeah.
So wait.
You
So
yelling.
my question is, for Sonia, what are the prerequisites that might take you out? Different generation.
Me?
You.
Comparing-
Oh, well, prerequisite. Well, first of all, you have to have a way to take me out. If you don't have a car, that might
Oh my
that
God.
might be a problem.
Start there. Start there.
Let's start there.
Start with
You
your
can't take. Now you make okay, Pop. Because in one episode, I think you or the engineer said, "Well, maybe he live in the city. He don't have a car." Okay, cool. We Ubering somewhere, but we're not getting on the bus and the train. We're not doing
Period.
that.
I'm from Portland
Period.
Hills, baby.
And that was supposed to sound gangster.
I'm the big CH, not the little one.
No, inside joke. Y'all don't get it.
I'm sorry. I there's certain.
She's not gonna stop. Let it out.
There's just certain places that I like to go to eat, and some places is just not on my list to go. You have to have your own spot. It doesn't have to be a grand condo or a penthouse or whatever, but it has to be a nice.
So do
spot.
on like non-materialistic stuff, like the man in.
Okay, as an individual,
Like that.
Pop,
You right.
he has to be. He has to be emotionally available. He has to be willing to listen when I speak and understand what it is that I'm saying.
I don't really have a list.
He has to be able to be concerned about the things that I am concerned about. He don't necessarily have to fix them all the time. He may not know how to fix it, but be concerned about it and try to help me fix these things.
Talk me through it.
Talk me through it. Find resources for me, even if he couldn't afford to do it. I could take care of myself, but maybe I don't have the thought process to
I don't
do
have the
it.
time to do the research.
Yeah, you research it, baby.
Right,
You
exactly.
Google well.
Send me the links.
Send me the links. But that's what I need, and someone who's open to just living life. Maybe a simple thing as a picnic or going out of the country. Just be open for
She
anything.
just know you're gonna say going out of the country. Anita.
Anita.
She
what
said,
are the
"Fly me out."
Anita, what are the prerequisites?
Short flight to
Well-
Dubai. Yeah. Right.
In your
In his private jet. Yes.
Absolutely.
I knew you was going there.
Absolutely.
STKs for lunch.
But no, I don't think I'm that deep. I mean, you're talking about dinner. So at this point in my life, I just feel like I want everything light.
Yeah.
So if I want you to be somewhat comical, I want I don't want to have to work. You want to just do dinner, okay? But you do something to make me interested and want to go. So talk to me. Because conversation to me is big, communication is big. So therefore,
Feelings.
Oh, she's.
no, I'm not
You
even
hear
caught up
harps,
in
you hear harps
feelings
when
yet.
she speaks all the time.
Oh my God, is this my moment? I
Yes,
don't know. Why
please.
are you talking? Why are you
I'm
talking?
sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. No, Pop, not
No,
you.
Kay interrupted.
Kay can talk, because, these are my girls right here. Okay? They can talk. Thank you. Anywho, it's just not that deep for me for dinner. You're not talking about dating. Not talking about being in a relationship. You're just asking for dinner. So it's just something light. You know, it's just a conversation for me.
No, I'm full of questions. So, and this question is for all the ladies at the table. So, how do you know? Okay, my question is, when you have a male friend who is officially friend zoned, like I mean, not a simp, just a friend, like y'all just cool homies, but he likes you. How do you handle that? Do you still keep him as your homie, cool friend? Or like, how do you handle that? But I want y'all all to go around because I think there's a difference on how each of you would handle it, depending on the generation. So start with you, Lex.
She's pointing at me.
Okay.
Because Diamond ready. Go ahead, Di.
Because this situation has happened to me. I had a best friend who confessed their feelings to me, and I said, I don't feel that way. But he was like, oh, let's give it a chance. And I was like, out of respect for our friendship, I don't think we should give it a chance because I know I don't feel this way about you. And he could no longer be my friend.
Oh, that was his choice. Not
That
to
was
be
his
your friend?
choice.
Yeah.
Blocked me, like won't talk to me.
So he couldn't take it.
He couldn't take it. And we've been friends for years. He finally, I guess, got the courage to admit his feelings. And I said, I respect you as my friend, so I'm not going
To put you down that rabbit
I think it'd be unfair to lead you on because I know I'm not going to change
Right.
my feelings.
Right.
Couldn't handle it and blocked me, and we're no longer friends.
Wow.
That's a wow to you.
Yeah.
But this is.
I'm-
I think
okay,
you guys
I'm
spoke
sorry,
about
Nicole.
being
I'm sorry,
men and
Nicole.
women.
Pop is stuck because I said why.
No, I'm saying that's a wow to you.
No, it's not a wow that I think it's a problem. It's a wow because, like, okay.
That was
Like,
profound.
that was profound. Not like it's a problem,
okay.
Pop.
That's what I asked you.
Okay. You clear?
All right, go ahead, Nicole. Go ahead, Nicole.
Alright,
Speak your mind.
so
Speak your truth, please.
I think you guys spoke about this about like men and women being friends in general, and this is like a prime example of like why men and women or opposite genders can't be friends unless like you're starting to consider them family or whatever. So that goes back to that. But for this friend that likes me,
Yeah.
what?
That's him.
Oh, for this friend that likes me, am I currently in a relationship while he's confessing his love to me, or am I not in a relationship for the question?
No, like either or, like just literally like a friend, like you're like a good friend, like y'all cool, and all of a sudden like you feel like he's liking you and it's turned to something different. Or it could even be somebody who you used to date that you just kept it cool with and is 100% friend zone, but more so that male friend that just starts to like you. Like, how do y'all handle it in your generation?
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't.
I think I can speak to that a little bit. Like, I'm very much so a people person, so everybody's my friend. Especially when it comes to guys, like, I'm friends with guys, and then I'm too much of myself, and then they catch the vibes, they like the vibes, and then the conversation starts getting different, and now I just distance myself. I don't really hang out with you as much or talk to you as much. Like, we not there anymore because I'm definitely not interested, and you just took it too far.
Because we can't be there. The friendship isn't authentic anymore.
Yeah, like
There-
you.
and it's either gonna go two ways. You're gonna keep getting your feelings hurt because I'm not gonna submit, and my feelings aren't gonna change. So you're gonna keep coming around having this emotional attachment that I'm not going to cater to,
Yeah.
and it's gonna interfere with the friendship.
It just kind of fades.
yeah.
I'm only confused with you, like, because you said you have to be friends first, so I don't understand.
But if I'm not interested, I'm not interested.
So
So
she's saying that if the feelings aren't mutual,
okay.
then the friendship is done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess you were saying she couldn't. All right.
no. If I'm not interested, I'm just not interested.
And
But-
if we are friends first, and you tell me you like me, and I'm like, you know what? Actually, I like you too. I think you're a little cute. Then we can move forward.
Well, here's my next question. So if that person, so let's say Lex, this person, I don't know, whenever you need furniture moved, this is your guy best friend, and whatever you need, like he's there. Your car breakdown, he's there. It's your guy. But then you find out that this guy best friend starts to like you. Do you still distance him, or do you find a way that can curb it where you still can be friends with him because he helps you in certain areas?
That's a great question. Me personally, That it's just very uncomfortable. I've been in a situation where I had a guy best friend who I felt knew me in and out, forwards, backwards, whichever way. We were best friends, and then feelings got involved, and he was my first heartbreak ever. Yeah, it was bad. And from then on, I vowed that I would never put myself in a position like that
I
again.
remember that heartbreak.
Yeah, it was really bad. And I wouldn't put myself in that position again. So when it gets to that point, I'd rather just, distance myself because like Nicole was saying, like, I value you almost like you're my family. And for that to kind of be put in jeopardy, I don't want to, I'd rather distance myself. We have a conversation and have some type of understanding or whatever versus trying it or something and it going really bad. And I feel like I lost a big part of me or a part of my life. I just not engaged at all.
Cole, has it happened to you? How'd you handle it?
This is like a hard question for me to answer because like I don't have guy friends. Like either we know what's up or you're family. Like that's it. I don't really be like, oh, you're my friend because I don't know. That's why it's so hard for me to answer right now.
Okay.
I think everything Lex said. I'm probably not going to keep you around, only for you, for your sake. Because now I just feel like I'm using you, and I feel like our friendship, like I said before, is no longer authentic. Because unless we have a conversation and you are like, okay, you know what, I understand what you're saying, and I no longer have feelings for you, then we could probably stay friends.
Yeah.
But
Never gonna be the
but
same.
that's never gonna happen.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you ruin the friendship.
And
Hey,
also, I just
should've
want
kept that to yourself.
Yeah, and I also just want to like mention, like, especially when guys find you attractive. Like me and Kay, we have a lot of mutual guy friends that we know for a fact, like, they like us. Like we cute, given the opportunity, given the chance. But those aren't my quote unquote guy friends that I'm calling when I'm in a jam. I have like my real guy friends that are like that. That they're non-negotiable. My best friend is a non-negotiable. Like we had that conversation and came to that agreement. Females have stopped talking to him because of me, not because of I'm intruding on the relationship, but just because I'm an attractive female, and they don't like that. And it's like, well, sorry, she's a non-negotiable because when nobody had me, she had me. Like that's legit. That's my sister. Like his mother calls me her child, and vice versa. That is a non-negotiable. I don't have a lot of guy friends like that because I know the ones that I do, given the time and space and opportunity. But they play their roles. They stay in their lanes because they know
That's the biggest
they
thing.
not.
They know that we know that they like us, but they don't try to push forward with it. It's like
They still respect us. They still
respect
value us.
and they still show up, and yeah.
They're just patient.
Yeah, and that's fine.
They can
what they
stay-
are.
And wait.
They-
They're
and they're gonna stay
And wait.
patient for
No,
as long,
forever.
yeah, and that's
Right.
fine.
And when they need $20, you send it.
Period.
Right.
So Anita, how do you handle it?
I don't handle what?
How do you handle? Were you listening?
Yeah, I was listening, but
How do you handle like guy friends who, kind of have the experience? The guy friends who want to make it something more, but So that's my question.
Yeah, I've experienced males that we were friends, and I knew that there was an attraction, and I didn't have the same attraction. So therefore, like these girls, like I'm not even entertaining it, and I'm not even gonna let you do it. Don't bring it to me, and it's a conversation. No, this is not gonna happen. Either we gonna be friends or we can't be nothing. Because
And if you bring it up again, that's where the
Yeah.
friendship ends.
Yeah.
If you can say, okay, I respect it, and we move on, and we never talk about it again,
yeah,
we can stay friends. But if you bring it up,
but
sick time.
it can't. No, I won't entertain it.
Sonia?
My experience with having a friend or friends, in my marriage, my husband was my male best friend. before we got married. So I think it's a great situation to have if you can marry your friend. But then there are, as you call them, engineer bench warmers. There are some that hang around and they'll be your friend and they proclaim to, yeah, I got you, girl, whatever, but they're just waiting for the opportunity. But as a woman, your senses, you know, and then you have to check it, because if you're not going to be interested, don't play with it. Understand it. Call it what it is and say, I'm sorry. If this is how you feel and I don't feel that way, I think that maybe, either we end this friendship or you have to put that energy someplace else. And then I just don't pull on you like I used to.
Exactly.
But you can't have your cake and eat it too. You want to keep them around for the fringe benefits or whatever, but yet, you don't want the other side of him. So women, don't do that. Don't do that.
Next question.
Listen, there's a million more questions, but again, we're gonna wrap this one episode up. Ladies, thank you very much for your time, and I'm sure we'll have you back because I'm sure we're gonna get way more emails. Sonia, the email.
You can email us at truthiz1311@gmail.com.
All right, and we would also hit us up on Instagram, Truth Is Podcast. I want to shout out some of the people who sponsor the show with clothing and liqueur, even though we don't drink, but we just, we want to shout them out for showing some love. I want to shout out to Pasta Producer for the That's It hat that Pop is wearing. Max, you shout.
Yeah, big shout out to Bosco and the Blackheart family.
Yep. Shout out to the Smith Wines. Green Rocks, hit them up, smithwines.com, thesmithwines.com. Shout out to Lisa Donut with them fly. It's So Dope is the name of the label, right?
So Dope Donut.
Yep. And she put them fly sweatshirts and stuff. So, all right, good people. We'll talk to you next time. Thank you.